What's cracking, YouTube? Welcome back to Pack Crackin with Pax McCrackin. I'm Pax McCrackin, and today we're going to be doing another deck tech. This time we're going to be going over, I should say, my first homebrew that I started playing when I first got back into Magic. This is a green-white Scute Swarm build, and I'll kind of go over the deck contents real quick before we get into the battle itself. Or battles, I guess I should say. We're going to try to do 3 or so. Depending on how quickly they go, we may do a little more. This deck essentially lives and dies by the engine. So you can see over here on the left, we've got the Lotus Cobra here. We've got 3 of those and 4 Murasa Root Grazers. This guy is really key to generating landfall. 4 Banishing Lights to take care of anything that's annoying. 4 Cultivates for ramp. 4 Scute Swarms, the star of the deck. 4 Felidar Retreats, that's also another part of the engine, or it can be essentially just the engine itself. We've got 2 Yasharn, Impalpable Earth, 4 Doomscar, just a board sweep if we come across aggro, 3 Ancient Green Warden, because he really gets things going. We've got 1 Amiria's Call, we've got 1 Turn Timber Serpentine Wood, 2 Great Henge, and then our land base, which is 8 plains, 8 forests, 4 branched off pathways, and 4 fabled passages. I don't have a sideboard for it because I didn't create one when essentially I built it. We'll kind of talk about it as we go into the game. So also something kind of funny I noticed here. So as you can tell, Kaldheim is released right here. See, we've got some Kaldheim goodness right here in Doomscar. But when you go to the mastery page here, click on the mastery tree. Or now it's not going to show it. All right. Well, it was saying that you have such and such long to go ahead and spend these before Zendikar or before Kaldheim was released. At least it did right before I checked on it. So now, of course, that I'm recording, it's not. So let's go ahead and we'll just jump right in there and kind of see how the match goes. If you are new to the channel and enjoy the content, please give the video a like. Leave a comment down below if you care to do so, and go ahead and subscribe. It helps out the channel. Yeah, the more subscribers we get, the better. In fact, actually, once we get our 100 subscriber goal, I'm actually going to do a giveaway. Not sure what yet. It kind of depends on what set is out at the time. So this is actually a pretty amazing hand. We're going to be able to kind of get our engine going, and I'm not going to... Well, it's good enough. So generally what we're going to do first, so when you've got... This is actually a really ideal hand to have both of your rampers. So what you want to drop first is the Murasa Root Grazer. And I'll kind of show you why, because you'll be able to essentially get a free Lotus Cobra out of it, depending on what lands you have. And also another kind of key point to this deck is you want to try to keep the basic lands in your hand to drop with this guy, because that's another way you can kind of just ramp up really quickly. So what we're going to be doing turn 1 is dropping our Field Passage, pulling out either a forest or a plains. I mean, it doesn't really matter because we've got the branch law, so we'll be able to get the opposite. Let's go ahead and we'll grab a plains. Just because if we need to do some mana shenanigans with the Root Grazer later on, it's better to have at least one of each basic land type. Alright, so we're playing against Adventure time. Cool. Oh yeah, this is good. So we got the Green Warden. If he taps out and doesn't have any, alright, doesn't have any kill spells force, we're gonna be able to get I think the Felidar Retreat online right now. Let's check this out. No, I need I would need a, no, hold on, watch this. We're gonna do, bam. Oh, you know what? I messed up on this. So if I wanted to get the damage in, you swing first before you drop the lands after Lotus Cobra. But it's alright, I don't necessarily need the damage right now. Been a little bit since I played the deck. Oh, that's some goodness. So now we'll be able to, with our cultivate, really get this going, and then next turn we'll drop our green ward, and that's going to let us essentially either make 2 tokens, 4 tokens, pump our guys 4 times next turn. These are kind of the hands you want to hit with this. Oh, and he really needs to start doing something. Ooh, and he didn't. Alright. Not really using the mana for anything else for right now. For 3, they'll kill that if I swing in. But this guy's beefy enough that here's where we can kind of trick him. Is he gonna block? Or oh man, he might scoop because with that green warden, it's gonna get ridiculous real quick. He had too slow of a start to really kind of keep up with this. Alright, he's got some blockers. Oh. And here's what I mean about this going crazy. And then I guess I probably should have grabbed the planes, but it doesn't really matter that much. Look how big they are! Come out swinging. So he's got a block, unless he's just going to give up. But even so, I'm going to be able to drop that forest in to pump some extra damage. So he has to block 2 of them. If he doesn't block 2 of them, I got lethal. Everything's so big. We got a 911. That's really what I should have called the deck. Ancient Green Water 911. Spin-off to Reno 911. Anybody remember that show? I think it's on. They brought it back. They made it like the short little episode version. That's good. They needed to get rid of that, but it might be a little too late. We'll see. Yep, see, he scoops. So that's kind of the weaker engine of the two. When you have a Scute Swarm and a Felidar Retreat on the field, especially with Ancient Green Warden, it can get ridiculous. The most damage I've seen, or I guess I've inflicted on somebody. I think it was like minus 78 or something like that. It was pretty ridiculous. Unfortunately, a lot of times people will scoot before you're actually able to do that, unless less like me and kind of like to see how the actual deck plays out. Hopefully the audio is better on this. With the video I did of the rock build, figured out exactly why that wasn't working as I was anticipating. All right, pretty good hand. We got 3 lands, Grazer, Swarm, Green Warden. All right, we'll keep it. So the reason why the audio is so bad, not that there was that background hum, it wasn't picking up the mic I had plugged in. It was using the onboard mic, and so what you were hearing was actually my GPU. I realized it was it revving up is what you were hearing as far as that background noise. Drop our Root Grazer. So actually went and picked up a unidirectional mic. So hopefully it's not picking up as much of the background noise this time. And also turned all the music and sound effects off. And another thing I usually do is with I'm just gonna go ahead and attack here. I'm not gonna. I could drop the Scute Swarm, but I usually don't unless I've got another land to play. Just because I don't want to die needlessly. You at least want to get like a 1/1 out of it, or wait till you have 5 lands, drop that 6th, and then essentially get at least 1 copy of it. So if he has like spot removal, it's taking out 1, and you can still kind of build on that engine. So we got Simulacrum. So this could be a problem. We need to hit a land now. And we hit a land. Perfect. Drop your Sharn. This is why he's so good. Refills your hand. You get a plains and a forest. And now we can keep that engine alive. Now what I'm actually going to do. This guy. This guy. I'm gonna make sure that he can't continue doing that. I want him to take damage. I also want that Simulacrum gone. I don't really care about the card advantage right now because I got more. What I need to happen is I need him to not hit another one of, what is that? Oh yeah, never mind. It's over here. Waking the Trolls. Cool. Yep, kill him. Actually no, don't kill him. I needed him. You know what? That's fine, buddy. I got more lands. No, here I'm gonna. For whatever reason, when I have my laptop plugged in, the GPU kind of seems to work a little harder. Man, this is so. What is this, like a red-green like Ponza deck? I feel like he kind of maybe gassed out here. You got another kill spell, he's swinging in. We're not blocking because we're going to drop our henge next turn and start gaining life. Unless you got another land kill spell, do you? Oh my gosh, so annoying. I want him to... Actually, at this point, you know what? I want him to focus on the Scute Swarm. If he gets a kill spell, let's see, what else do you have here? Alright, cool. I'll take it. Oh yeah. We got a blocker. Oh yeah. At this point, I don't need the. Let's see, we're gonna block you with you. You with you, and we'll leave. I'll take the 4. I don't think you've got a kill spell that can do. Oh, they got trample. Oh, that's good to know. Oh yeah. Here we go. See if we had a Felidar retreat. No, actually, you know what? You two may attack. Everybody else chills back here. So we got 16 hanging back here. We got our 4/4, 6/8. Yeah, he's gonna scoop. So just imagine that with a Felidar retreat online. So not only are you getting like 16, but you're getting pumped up to like 3/3s, 5/5s, 7/7s. It's great. Or if you have 2, I mean, it's a sight to behold. Hopefully we'll get one. You know what? Right now we're at almost the 18-minute mark. We'll probably keep going until we hit 30 minutes ish. I feel like that'll give you a good enough sample size. It should get us at least 3, possibly 4. And though, like, I do want to kind of showcase some of the things the deck struggles with. We don't have a sideboard built, but one of the things that I would build specifically to kind of handle aggro would be. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna keep this, and I'll explain why here in a minute. Oh, never mind. We have 3. I have 3 land. I'm absolutely gonna keep this. So one of the things I would include in the sideboard, and I am forgetting the name of it. So if you'd like, go ahead and leave a comment down below and help me remember. It's the White Saga enchantment. It's 2 mana, like a white and colorless. Get you that plains, creates a little 0/4 wall, gains you 2 life. So long story long, one of the decks that this does struggle with is some of the aggro builds. Like not so much White Weenie, we can usually handle that. It's like Red Deck Wins, and Red Deck Wins is one, and then the other that we kind of struggle with is that ridiculous. What do you call it? Oh, you know what? No, we gotta ramp. I want to get 2 of these guys online, but right now I'd much rather get our mana going. So we'll be able to drop another one at the end of the turn here, because we're gonna take this damage. Yep. Oh, he's not coming in with the Scavenging Ooze. I appreciate that. I would have swung in with the Scavenging Ooze, unless he's specifically trying for a 4-drop right now. I'm curious as to what his thought process was. No, see, it's all right. I'll drop another. So we're good for land. We just need to hit one of our engines. And possibly, I mean, we definitely want to hit an Ancient Green Warden, but unless we have the Felidar Retreat or the oh man, totally having a brain fart right now. Or the Scute Swarm, you know, the deck's named after on the field. Having the Green Warden, I mean, doesn't really do a whole lot of good aside from being a nice beefy blocker. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take these guys out. 4 damage. We're going to ramp up yet again. This is why these guys are so good. So if you have 2 of these online, especially if you've got something that triggers with a landfall, I mean, that's like essentially additional landfall. Pop one back and use the other ability to put it right back into play. And it also doesn't consume your land drop for the turn. Come on. Yeah, that's cool. Make them bigger. Yep. What else you got? You got 3 cards and what? 2 mana, 6 mana. What is it? Thrashing Brontodon. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. That's kind of unfortunate. So we don't want the Felidar Retreat. Oh, there's our big guy right here. Let's see, who do I really want to keep ramping up? Alright, cool. Well, sorry, I'm just like reading and being like, just being quiet. Alright, so I'm gonna let that scavenging. Actually, no, you know what? He swings with that scavenging ooze. I'm gonna take that thing out. So he's got what? 2 enchantments. So he can make it 2/2 if he wants. Okay. You can make it 1/1, unless you're gonna do the same thing again. No, well, you know what? He can pump that to a 5/5 and now make it a 6/6. So if he swings it with both, I'm getting rid of the Brontodon. Alright. Well, that's great news. That I love it when they play their hands out, because then it just kind of limits. At least he's tapped out though. You know what? Oh, he's gonna pop it, but we're gonna get some action out of it first. So we're gonna make cats. Meow meow. Meow meow. Now we're gonna do our land drop. Get some more cats. Meow meow. Meow meow. Now we're gonna pump them up. see, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, you can kill it. So we're just gonna hang back right now. So, fine. What does this do? Alright. Flash read. Oh, okay. Make it 4/4. Yeah, you better get rid of that, buddy. Oh, oh! You can only kill one. Oh yeah. This is why he is so good. Do 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 do. Yep. GG. Alright. You know, we're right at that 26-minute mark. Do I want to do one more? What do you think? Alright, we'll do one more. See if we can really get it going. Watch this when I go against an aggro deck. I just like lose terribly. I just end on like kind of a crap note, if you will. Alright. So yeah, you know, I'm honestly, I don't remember if I said this yet, so I apologize if I'm repeating myself. But if you've enjoyed the content so far and you're still with us, thank you. And go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel, or like the video and subscribe to the channel to be a little more accurate. And feel free to leave a comment below. Maybe what you feel you would add to the sideboard of this deck. Another cool thing about this deck is not extremely expensive to make. In fact, I'd say this is probably budget, because I think the most expensive thing in here is going to be like the the 2 Great Henges, but I actually just recently added those in there, and they're not something you absolutely have to have. What I did is I actually took out a Lotus Cobra, and I did have 2 Amiria's Call, so I just dropped that down to 1, and then dropped the 1 of Lotus Cobra, so I have 3 of those, and then yeah, then I put the 2 Henges in there. But you don't necessarily have to have them. But honestly, I love Henge so much, especially when it gets going with the not even necessarily Scute Swarm. I mean, it's great just for the life game. You can bring it back. There's that enchantment I was talking about, the Birth of Meletis, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Do I want to? Yeah, you know what? We've got 2 Scute Swarms, and I'm actually going to be dropping the Felidar Retreats. He's probably going to tag that with something. No, okay, he's bringing that back in. There you go. We got our blocker. Now we got our retreat. We're going to drop another retreat next turn, and then I'm going to drop that forest. It's going to pump our guys up a little bit. Ooh. Or do I want to drop those? Oh man, decisions. Oops. I always forget the order to do that in. So it goes, was it first in, last out or something? So I should have done pump, cat token. Oh, buddy. Here we go. Here we go. We are online with this engine. What do we want? Doesn't really matter. There it is. Alright, guys, thank you so much. Really appreciate everybody watching, especially if you've made it all the way to the end here. Once again, this is Pack Crackin with Pax McCrackin saying that we'll see you next time.